open-seo is an SEO tool for the people. If tools like Semrush or Ahrefs are too expensive or bloated, open-seo is a pay-as-you-go alternative that you actually control. All-in-one SEO tool for you and your AI agent. Connect with any agent like Claude Code, open-seo or Hermes. We have pre-built skills, but you can build your own to tailor open-seo to your needs. open-seo is a hosted version of the app. If you are not interested in self-hosting, or just want to support the project, we also have a hosted version. Check out open-seo. Why use open-seo? Best-in-class MCP and AI skills. Modern, simple UI that focuses on workflows instead of a bloated, complex SEO suite. No subscriptions. You bring your own data for SEO API key and pay only for what you use. Fork and tweak the code to create your own custom tool. Main SEO workflows include keyword research, rank tracking, domain insights, backlinks, site audits, AI brand visibility, and an AI search prompt explorer. Keyword research helps you find topics worth targeting and estimate demand. Rank tracking lets you monitor keyword positions across desktop and mobile over time, with SERP feature detection. Domain insights give you a view of where your domain is gaining or losing visibility, so you can focus on the pages that move revenue. Backlinks show who links to your site, which pages attract links, and where links are newly won or lost. Site audits help you catch technical issues early so your site is easier for search engines to crawl and rank. AI brand visibility shows how your brand appears in AI answers, including competitor mentions and source coverage. The AI Search Prompt Explorer lets you track and explore the prompts people might use when they ask AI tools for recommendations in your market. open-seo exposes an MCP server so AI agents can use your SEO data directly. Connect Codex, Claude Code, Claude Desktop, or another MCP client to run keyword research, inspect SERPs, compare domains, review backlinks, and work through SEO decisions from your editor or chat. In the app, open AI and MCP and copy your MCP server URL. Point your agent at whichever open-seo instance you use. For the hosted app, you use commands like codex MCP at open-seo, URL https://app.open-seo.so/mcp or new agent commands for Claude. For a self-hosted Cloudflare instance, you point at your domain, and for local Docker, you point at localhost. Approve the open-seo login when your agent asks. open-seo agent skills are reusable workflows for Codex and Claude Code. They guide your agent through SEO tasks and can use the open-seo MCP for live keyword, SERP, backlink, and domain data. Install them with skills add from the command line or clone the GitHub repository and copy the skill files into your agent skills folder. Start with SEO Project Setup to configure your workspace. Available skills include SEO Project Setup, SEO Coach, Keyword Research, Keyword Clustering, Competitive Landscape, Competitor Analysis, and Link Prospecting. Roadmap priorities include Google Search Console integration and MCP, local SEO, custom reports for clients, improved and scheduled site audits, an in-app AI agent, and support for multiple projects. If something important is missing, join the Discord or email Ben at open-seo.so and request it. Community support comes through email at ben@open-seo.so and a Discord channel. You can also sign up for the mailing list on the website and follow on X pricing and costs. open-seo itself is totally free. It works by using data for SEO's APIs, which is a paid third-party service unaffiliated with open-seo. There are two separate components: the open-seo app, which costs $0 if you host it yourself, and the data for SEO API, which is pay-as-you-go based on usage. For cost estimates, see the Data for SEO API cost reference. Data for SEO API key setup requires an API key to connect open-seo to the service. Backlinks also require data for SEO backlinks enabled on your account. Then confirm access from the backlinks page in open-seo. To set up, go to the Data for SEO API access page, request API credentials by email, use your Data for SEO login and API password, then base64 encode login, password. Set this as Data for SEO API key in your environment file, whether that's your Docker, env, Cloudflare Workers UI, or a local, env local file. Google Search Console integration is optional and works in self-hosted deployments using your own Google OAuth client. It takes about 10 minutes of one-time setup. Self-hosting options include Docker for personal use and testing, recommended for local use, and Cloudflare for an internet-facing self-hosting experience across multiple devices or for a team. Docker is very easy to get started once you install Docker. The default Docker version is for local use only, running in single-user mode with no authentication, so for internet-facing use switch to Cloudflare. For Docker, copy the env example file, set your data for SEO API key, then run docker compose upd and open http://localhost on the default port, usually 3001. To update the image, run docker compose pull followed by docker compose upd or use docker compose upd pull always. For Cloudflare self-hosting, click the deploy button that opens a page to deploy open-seo in your Cloudflare account. If you do not have an account yet, it will take you to account creation first. Follow the Cloudflare documentation while deploying, as the UI does not indicate all the steps you need. The worker deployment can be done directly from the Cloudflare Workers interface. For local development, refer to the local development documentation in the repository for detailed setup instructions. Contributing is welcomed. Open an issue for bugs, UX friction, or feature requests. Open a pull request if you want to implement a feature directly. Community-driven improvements are prioritized, and high-quality pull requests are encouraged. If you're unsure where to start, open an issue and describe what you want to build. SEO API cost reference. The data for SEO public docs and pricing pages say new accounts receive $1 free credit to test the API, and the minimum top-up or payment is $50. This allows you to try open-seo for free with a starter credit before deciding whether to top up. Pricing sources include the SERP API pricing page, the Keywords Data API pricing page, the Backlinks pricing page, and the Lighthouse API documentation. Rank tracking estimates cost around $2 per month for 50 keywords, 1 device, and 5 pages deep. 10 pages deep costs 8 times more than 1 page, and tracking both devices doubles the cost. Site audits cost about 1 cent per 20 pages audited with Lighthouse. Keyword research in the related mode has a current build pattern of 2 cents plus 1/10 of a cent per returned keyword. Default search has returned 150 results at 35 cents each, with higher tiers costing up to 7 cents for 500 results. Domain overview requests are about 40 thousandths of a dollar per domain, calculated as 201 thousandths plus 1/10 of a cent per returned keyword. Backlink search costs about 6 cents for a domain or 4 cents for a page, with extra tabs adding about 2 cents each. AI search brand lookup uses 6 data for SEO AI optimization calls and can cost up to 8 to 5 cents per lookup, with competitor additions adding about 20 cents. Results are cached for 24 hours, so repeating the same lookup within a day is free. Planning examples: 100 keyword research requests at the default 150 results cost about $3.5. The same at 500 results each costs about $7. 100 domain overviews cost about $4.01. 100 backlink domain searches cost about $6.34. 100 backlink page searches cost about $4.3. Fully explored backlink domain searches cost about $10.94. And fully explored backlink page searches cost about $8.61.